All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to tackle one of the biggest, most fundamental ideas in all of cybersecurity. It's a concept that's working behind the scenes, protecting us every single day. We're talking about confidentiality.
Just think about it for a second. Have you ever sent a text, maybe a work email, or even just a DM that was absolutely, positively not meant for anyone else? Of course you have. That little gut feeling, that instinct that says this is a secret, well, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Because, let's be honest, we've all got information we want to keep under lock and key. It could be your bank details, it could be your private chats. And in our digital lives, there's a very specific and very important name for the whole process of keeping those secrets safe.
So let's get into it. What is confidentiality? You can think of it as the golden rule of digital secrecy. It's not just some random piece of jargon. It's pretty much the foundation that all data protection is built on.
And here is the official definition. Now, the phrase I really want you to focus on here is authorized individuals. See, confidentiality isn't about locking data in a box and throwing away the key. Nope. It's all about making sure that only the right people, the authorized people, can get to it, period.
Okay, and this is a really important distinction, because we tend to use these two words, confidentiality and privacy, as if they're the same thing. They're not. Here's the simple way to think about it. Confidentiality is the how. It's the security, the passwords, the encryption that protects stuff. Privacy, on the other hand, is the why. It's your basic right to decide who gets to see your information in the first place.
So if that's our goal, if confidentiality is what we're aiming for, how do we actually do it? Let's take a look at some of the tools of the trade that make all this digital secrecy actually work.
And here's the thing, you already know these. You use them literally every single day. Every time you log in with a password, or use your fingerprint to unlock your phone, or get one of those little codes texted to you, you are actively practicing confidentiality.
Now, of all those tools, encryption is the real MVP. It's the powerhouse. It basically takes your normal readable information, like an email, and scrambles it into a totally unreadable secret code. And the only way to unscramble it is if you have the special key. To anyone else, it's just gibberish.
Okay, so if encryption is the secret code, then an access control list or an ACL is like the bouncer standing at the club door. It's a guest list for a specific file or folder. It checks your ID, and if your name isn't on that list, you're not getting in. It is that simple.
And this idea scales way, way up. Think about governments or the military. Not just anyone can waltz in and read everything, right? They classify information. You've heard the terms, top secret, confidential. That's just a super structured way of doing the exact same thing, restricting access based on who really needs to know.
But of course, things don't always go according to plan. Protections can fail. So what happens when the digital walls are breached and our secrets get out into the open?
This is the nightmare scenario. A breach is the complete failure of confidentiality. It's when someone who has absolutely no permission, a hacker, a disgruntled employee, anyone unauthorized, manages to get past all those defenses. This is the ground zero for pretty much every massive data breach you read about.
And there's a specific type of breach you hear about called data leakage. Think of it this way. It's one thing if someone snoops on a secret file. It's a whole other level of bad if they print it out and mail it to your biggest competitor. That's data leakage. When the secret doesn't just get seen, it gets out.
So what kind of information is everyone after? Well, so often it's our PII, which stands for Personally Identifiable Information. This is anything that can be traced back directly to you as a person, your name, your address, your social security number. For data thieves, this stuff is the absolute crown jewel.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how, but let's bring this all back home. Why should you, personally, care so much about all of this? The answer is simple. Without confidentiality, the trust we have in the entire digital world just evaporates.
I mean, just look at this list. This isn't about ones and zeros. This is the shield that protects the most personal, most critical parts of your actual life. We're talking about your private conversations, your money, your health, your identity. All of it relies on the promise of confidentiality.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one question to really think about. Right now, what is the most important secret you're protecting online? Maybe it's a password. Maybe it's your family photos. Maybe it's a huge project for work. Whatever it is, now you know what we call that protection, and you know just how important it really is.